Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in. For the next couple of minutes, I just want to share a brief review about what we talked about on Sunday at OCC. For more information, be sure to watch the entire service on our YouTube page. You know, this past weekend we talked about a race that every follower of Jesus has been called to participate in. And we focused our talk on Hebrews 12, 1 through 3, which says this. It says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart." You know, it's so easy for us to grow weary and to lose heart. You know, this is why the writer of Hebrews encourages us to take a few necessary steps that will actually help us to finish strong. Step number 1 is this: lose the weight. Lose the weight. Throw off everything that hinders. You know, if we want to run efficiently, we've got to identify the things that are hindering us and throw them off. And we specifically mentioned 4 things that hinder us: personal sin, past burdens, misplaced priorities, and negative influences. You know, those 4 things, if left unaddressed, will trip us up and slow us down in our pursuit of becoming more like Jesus. Which is why we need to take step number 1 and lose the weight, to throw off everything that hinders. Well, step number 2 is to stay on track. Stay on track, to run with perseverance. Now, it's easy for us to lose our focus. We kind of all suffer from spiritual ADD, which is why we need to do what Hebrews 12:2 says, to fix our eyes on Jesus. And the reason why this is so important is because we can't really be like Jesus unless we fix our eyes on Jesus. You see, if our eyes are fixed on something else, we're not going to stay on track. And like the verse tells us, Jesus is the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. Some translations say that Jesus is the author and the finisher of our faith. In other words, he started it and he'll complete it. And when we fix our eyes on Jesus and when we run with him, we can rest assured that we will finish the race well. So step number 2 is to stay on track, to run with perseverance. Now, step 3 is don't give up. Don't give up. Don't grow weary and lose heart. See, giving up is so tempting to do, and it's easy to give into discouragement. When we fix our eyes on Jesus, we'll see that Jesus is our model for not quitting. Jesus didn't quit at the cross. He hasn't quit on you. Therefore, if we want to be like Jesus, we can't quit either. Sure, there are days when it may be tempting to give up, and there are some days when it feels like you're not making any progress or you're not moving very fast in your spiritual race. But in those moments, remind yourself that Jesus kept going and he didn't quit. So there's your 3 steps for running the race. Step 1 is lose the weight. Throw off everything that hinders. Step number 2 is to stay on track, to run with perseverance. And step number 3 is don't give up. Don't grow weary and lose heart. Now, I trust that you found this helpful, and if you have any questions or if there's any way that we can encourage you on your spiritual journey, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a wonderful rest of the week.